when it comes to um, young couples that there are some couples that start their marriages afresh, from the ground up, where both parties are, working or just, I don't want to use the word hustling, but
Yeah,
just trying
yeah.
to build up. And sometimes you also hear and you see situations where maybe the woman is doing better than the man. They get married, the woman is still doing better, and it's quite good. And even some men like it that way. So, what's the balance? First of all, I think it's just an awareness that things have changed, honestly. Um, Life is a race. Life is also, we adapt to the realities of our days. It wasn't the way we got married, wasn't the way, or the realities of our days was different from our parents. Today, it is a need, and we are trying to balance being successful, being in purpose as a young person, single young person, even before marriage comes. As a woman, I want to be fulfilled in my purpose, in my career. I want to do well, and it's good. And it's even a blessing that I'm not married and I'm doing well. And then I meet a young man, or a young man comes and is interested in me and is a bit overwhelmed
Mm.
by the fact that I'm doing well. I think we need to understand that it is a plus. It should be a plus in the home. That awareness that my wife can be earning more than me, it doesn't matter. The issue is, how do we come to an agreement when it comes to marriage?
Mm.
When marriage brings the two together, when it comes to who provides what. So when everybody understands where I am serving in this marriage as a man. So I know that there's a story, real life story. I heard it somewhere. This woman had a supermarket. She was very successful as a woman, and then she was still single. Like, we'll call her a mature single person, doing very well. And of course, she had a lot of suitors and the likes. But this other person, this man came that looked like he was just starting. Let me just use that phrase. He was just starting. He didn't have anything in that sense. And it looked like, of course, even the family, they were already reacting.
Mm.
Where is this one coming from? And the man's family was like, don't go and meet her because they would wash you down and all. And the man knew that this woman will be my wife. So what helped him was, he saw himself as the head, and that's the order. He is the head. So anytime he comes to see her, when he was trying to, date and all, he would bring granuts. He would bring things that the woman would not readily have. So the woman had a supermarket, but he will bring things like yam, tubers of yam. When he comes to see her, he will go to the supermarket, look for things that she could not do, electricals. He would repair things in the supermarket. He would just show up as, even though you are making money, you have a need, and I can meet that need even though I'm
That's
not
a good
earning.
attitude.
And the woman saw the responsibility of that man, even though she was earning more, and she married him, and they're doing well.
Conversations.
I think that that show of responsibility is what makes the difference.
Yeah.
When we're on campus, you can have more money than your lecturer as a student. Even have a car, but he's your lecturer. Or there are people in your nation that are richer than the president, but that is your president. So I think awareness and understanding will help people that a woman is earning better than the husband or the man, shouldn't really or readily disintegrate the family,
Yeah.
except where we have a wrong motive. I've seen people also, get married to a lady because she has more money. And it's a motive is something that nobody can see. It's a hard thing. And the moment you get it wrong there's a problem. I mean, I'm a pastor. I've seen some pastors make this kind of mistake. When you're starting a ministry, for instance, you need money. And I've had people, over the years, single pastors, out of that fear of how would the ministry survive, now sees a member of the church, a lady whose family is very rich. And then almost the real motive for marrying her is she will bring money to the ministry.
Wow.
She will fund the ministry. I mean, I've seen not one, not two, not three.
Wow.
And then, of course, the lady likes the pastor, is a pastor, but his motive is more about the money. So he marries this woman, and then she begins to bring money. She becomes almost like the sponsor of the ministry. Then that is already a wrong foundation.
Yeah.
Why are you marrying her? Do you love her? Yes, she might be earning heaven and earth, but do you love her? And then for the woman, are you marrying him because you can oppress him? You know, some people are like that. Oh, so I can control him. Are you marrying him because of that, or because you respect him for who he is? If that motive is properly refined, you're going to make it.
Conversations.
I think most, or let me not say most, some women are also running away from the ideology of the past that women shouldn't earn. So when I say earn, shouldn't, they may earn, but shouldn't own
Much.
assets.
Okay.
So because of that, a lot of women, they're trying to break out of that. I want to be a woman and own a house, own estates. Not that I'm hiding from my husband, not that I.
But some hide from their husbands.
Yeah,
Some use it to torment the man.
Of course, but I'm saying that the awareness is
Yeah.
still there,
Okay.
whereby we understand that I can be married and earn and have my own property and be a successful woman as a whole woman.
Without allowing pride.
Without allowing
to
pride,
irritate your
without the
husband.
husband feeling intimidated about my success.
Yes, or without you intimidating your husband.
Definitely.
Because
Definitely.
success can be very intoxicating. Let's be even for men, when you are doing well, it can be intoxicating. And unfortunately, sometimes the female gender does not. It's not so easy. They call it dizzying heights. So sometimes people misbehave when they begin to do well. I think my encouragement is just that awareness that you're doing well doesn't mean you cannot still be sane. It doesn't have to be so obvious to the whole world that you have more houses than your husband. It doesn't have to be like that. And husband, you don't have to become lazy and redundant just because that woman is earning.
Yeah.
That fuels misbehavior. And who blames her? Because your wife is earning, now you now become lazy and redundant. That is not manhood. Encouraging people to get married, oh yes, but to prepare for it, not just run into it. Okay, I think a lot of singles are just looking towards that day. It happens to so many celebrities. You find that the preparation for the day is almost better than the Last Supper in heaven. The preparation for that day, everybody over the world knows the day. And then these people are not even prepared for the day after. So you find that we keep having that day like 3 or 4 times in just 10 years. Beyond the day, prepare for the life itself. And one of the things you want to do is to be aware that there are so many people doing well. Maybe you should look at those people much more, and that should encourage you. 2 are always better than 1 if they're in agreement. For they have a better output for their life, for their business. I am better off because of her, and I'm grateful she walked into my life. Yes, she walked into my life. She literally walked into my life. So I now found her, and then God really made us to.
I walked into your life and you found me.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's like Eve walking in the garden, and then I've now found her in the garden, and this is not the bone of my bone.
Let's not go there.
Welcome to my life now.
Okay.
Conversations.
And it's also true, and that some people don't want to get married, and it's okay. Truly, it's okay. If you know that you are not dreaming of marriage, you don't have any, there's no inclination to get married. Be whole. Understand that you can be whole without being married, and there's a grace for it. It's in the Bible. Even I think it was Paul that said there are some that are called to be eunuchs and all. It's a grace. When you have that grace, you are not bothered. So you really need to be sure that you have that grace. You have that inclination not to get married, and you know you can fulfill purpose. You can fulfill your life without, and people will know. People will not. It won't be an issue of trying to push you into marriage because they see the wholeness, the
Yeah.
joy, the fulfillment because you're doing other things.
And
Yeah.
I think we have to encourage people like that. Not now, for those who want to get married, don't demonize those who are married. Because sometimes some people, when they don't do something, they now begin to demonize those who have it. You can be whole, and there are people that are married that are doing well, and there are people that are not married that are doing very well. But I want to ask you a question. What about ladies? I mean, as a lady, what about ladies that they don't get married, but they want to have children? And they're thinking, what is it right to do that? I'm not married, but I want to have children. So is it how do they get the children or the child? Is it IVF? Is it what do you?
It's quite a sensitive topic. About in the
I think we
next
should talk about
episode.
it in the next episode because a lot of ladies are coming to me as a pastor and say, I don't want to get
Ladies
married.
are coming to you.
No, as a pastor.
You said that I
No,
walked
no,
into
not.
you. So ladies are coming to you.
They sent a message, you know. Oh Jesus is Lord.
See you next episode. I need to talk to you about what you just said. That
What do
ladies
you
are
mean?
coming to you. We'll see.
To
Yeah, I think I'm
counsel and
right.
ask you.
We will.
Thank you.